introducing peaceful protester Wade Kelley.
Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people.
That's right.
Thank you, Ethan Hiatt.
2 billion people.
Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and in Los Angeles County and in California and the whole US of A, the whole wide world if we could do something about it. But we have to start right where we are, right here in Santa Monica, California. We have to tell our leaders right here in Santa Monica, we need to step up and show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives and help lift people out of poverty and make sure that everybody has the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. This country that has everything and doesn't need to go take over other countries to make sure that we have enough. We have plenty of everything, and we have to keep working towards standing up for human rights right here where we are. Right here in California, we need to stand up for human rights and keep speaking out for peace and justice and nonviolent peaceful protest. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth down here. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace arrive? We'll keep looking for the day when the clouds all roll away, but we better work on peace on earth to help our children survive. Peace, oh peace, peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep looking for nirvana, but I think we just might wanna work on peace on earth down here. Peace, oh peace, peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep asking the universe to get rid of this war curse, but we better work on peace on earth down here. Peace, oh peace, peace. Let's stand up and work for peace. When will we see that day of peace? When will that day of peace appear? We'll keep waiting by and by for it to fall out of the sky, but we better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth. We better work on peace on earth down here. Woo! That's right, we got to keep working on peace. Keep working towards a better day for everybody. And that means right here in California, right here in Santa Monica, we need to keep standing up for human rights. We need to show the rest of the world that human rights means something. We can't go out and fix the rest of the world if we don't stand up for human rights right here at home. If we don't make sure that everybody can have the basics right here in Santa Monica, California. Right here in Los Angeles County, California. In the US of A. We need to stand up. Everybody needs to stand up for human rights. We need to stand up and speak out against any movement towards a war, if that's what's happening, but we also need to continue to stand up for the rights of human beings right here in Santa Monica. I had an interesting day. I went to the Santa Monica People Concern. That's where they send the homeless people to get services and hopefully move towards getting into some sort of housing. But I went to sign up to make sure that I'm on the list for the low-income seniors. Low-income seniors, that's me. I'm a low-income senior, and I live here in Santa Monica. And I have my address over there at the People Concern. Because if you're homeless, you can get an address at one of these non-government agencies, non-government organizations. That's the only place you can get an address, pretty much, unless you go to the Department of Social Services, and you can have your address there. But I am a resident of Santa Monica, and that's how I got to run for Santa Monica City Council last year, because I have that address at the People Concern here. And I went there to see if I could sign up for old people's low-income housing. And they said, well, we don't do that today. You have to come back on one of the other days at 7:30 in the morning, and we'll tell you if we're taking any more people, if we're going to have a caseworker for any more people. That's what they said. And I said, you know, that's a terrible way to run things during a homelessness crisis, a housing crisis. And that's how the city of Santa Monica lets them run the things, because it takes the pressure off of the Santa Monica city government. Oh, we're not in charge. That's a contract with this non-government organization to help the homeless people. We don't have anything to do with it. We're doing the best we can right here in Santa Monica. No, you're pushing more people down the road and making it harder for homeless people to survive. They're making it worse. They're making the problem worse. And I went to the Santa Monica Police Department to try to get the statistics, the data from last year, the data from last year, statistics on homeless arrests. You know, every week when I see the arrest statistics, it's a high percentage of homeless people that they're arresting. You know, the homeless population here in Santa Monica is only about 1%, which is a big number, but they end up arresting about 60% of the people they arrest every week are homeless. And I want to know what charges they're arresting them on. Are they arresting them for digging through the garbage? Are they arresting them for sleeping on the sidewalks? Are they arresting them for, you know, there's a lot of programs here in Santa Monica that just punish the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. And that's not helping this situation, you know what I mean? We need to build affordable housing right here in Santa Monica instead of pickleball courts. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, homeless people don't need a front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor. Poor folks don't need no more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can watch from far away. and dream about that happy day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. That's right, over here on 4th Street, they've been talking about building a 122-unit affordable housing complex since 2018. It is now 2026, and they still haven't started building it. They tore down the parking structure over there, so it's city property. And they've been talking about building affordable housing there, and of course all the neighborhood groups got together. Oh no, we can't have them build affordable housing here. It's bad for our neighborhood, and all these business owners got together. And I'm sorry, Dan, I went and did as you told me today, Dan.
Counter was open.
I went to, first of all, do you want to say hello to the people? You can if you'd like. This is Dan Hall.
Hello, Wade Speed.
He's one of the very nice city council members, but I'm trying to get statistics on what exactly you guys have done this year. What has been done, actually. And the arrest records of how many homeless people and why they approached homeless people for the Santa Monica Police Department. They want to charge a fee for me to find out all this information. Don't you think it is crazy?
Charge a fee for public records?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Well, we have to take the time to, if you go through the police department, we have to take the time to get all of the records together. And I'm like, you know, this is the day and age of transparency. But you also told me, I was just there, Dan, today. I talked to Officer Vega, and she told me what would have to be done. I said I'll try and see if I can do it through the committee that I'm on, because I'm a poor man who's raising donations for homeless people. Anyway, and but you told me that we have enough shelter beds. I was at the People Concerned today, and I said, I want to sign up for low-income elderly housing here in Santa Monica. Oh, you can't do that now. You got to come back at 7 in the morning and on these certain days, and we'll tell you if we're taking any applications for a caseworker for this situation. That's your People Concerned. And then I said, how about a little, can I get in one of these shelters here in Santa Monica tonight or anytime soon? Oh, no. You have to be referred there through a certain agency. And that's how you have to be referred there through caseworkers and this and that.
So Access Center said that?
I was just there today. Yes, exactly what they told me. I said, do you think this is a good way to run things? And this is what the city is letting them do because they're contracted to do these things. And we already talked about the fact that last year, March 14th, I already signed up with a caseworker there, and they never called me back about anything. So something ain't right, and I'm...
Let me look into that.
Will you get back to me this week? I'm going to come and talk with you guys next week, but I sure would like to. The other thing about the Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee and the $490,000 that's been spent on something, which is punitive, I think, is the only money that's been spent from that fund. But you were talking about how you thought it was okay to use that for that. And I would like to clarify some of these things.
Don't talk to us.
When?
Our city council meeting is on next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, well, I will be there for that, but I have a meeting for the other committee. Monday, we have a meeting, and I will try and get some more things. But if you have an impact on getting any of these figures out, the homeless liaison, which is run by the Santa Monica Police Department, the homeless liaison program, the Samo Bridge program, which has something to do with the police department and something to do with the housing. I don't know who exactly runs it. But for them to say that I had to pay money to get all this information, and that is just a shame in this day and age where everything
I think only if you get it
I'm telling you exactly what Officer Vega told me, then. Right. You can ask Officer Vega. Is this true, Officer Vega? Because that's what Christopher Wade Kelley told me.
I'll
And
look into it.
okay, I appreciate that. I'll be in touch with you this week. Thank you, Dan Hall. I appreciate your time. You have a great night. Happy New Year. Peace. How you doing? Good. Good to see you. Peace. Anyway, so we got some things we need to be working on this year. We haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep working towards a better day because they have pickleball courts. Pickleball courts over on 4th Street where they should have affordable housing. Pickleball for the poor, because homeless people don't need a front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor. Poor folks don't need no more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can watch from far away and dream about that happy day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. That's right, they got pickleball courts. I didn't even talk about that just now with City Council member Dan Hall, but we'll talk about that again soon and other things. You know, we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep standing up for human rights right here in Santa Monica, California. We have to peacefully protest. Tell our leaders, our progressive leaders, we need to do a lot better because we're not doing that good. And that's why so many people vote for some of these authoritarian figures, and we get some of these authoritarian wise guys in office because people are looking for somebody to do something. And when these progressive leaders like our own governor sided with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court in criminalizing homelessness here in California, he stood with that Supreme Court and said, please give me some more power to criminalize homelessness. And that's why they're tearing down all the encampments here in California and around the West, because the Supreme Court said, Newsom, we will go with you and let you criminalize homelessness in Grants Pass versus Johnson. Look it up and read about it if you haven't. He signed a friend of the court briefing. And that's just a shame. And we have too many of our leaders that aren't on top of things and aren't making positive change. And we need to tell them we need to do it. Because we don't need to build more pickleball courts for the poor. Hey, you been playing any pickleball? Ethan, you been playing any pickleball? No, I didn't think so. Anyway, pickleball for the poor, because poor folks don't need no more than pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Pickleball for the poor. Homeless people don't need a front door, they need pickleball. Pickleball for the poor. Oh, we're not going to let them play, but they can watch from far away and dream about that happy day when they can earn enough to pay to play pickleball. That's right. That's what we got here in Santa Monica, where they should have affordable housing. Just 122 units. Come on. Is it that much? They're supposed to be building, some figures say 4,500 low-income housing units by 2029, and some figures say 6,500. But they're lucky if they built 100 since 2022. And I'd love to get more statistics just to let them know what's going on. But I can't afford to pay for all the statistics. I was telling Council Member Hall, I was telling him, just go and talk with Officer Vega. She's the one who told me I would have to pay to get this information. You don't have to trust me. I was there. I heard her say it. Check with her. Check with the people that are doing these things. I sure hope he follows up. I'll send him an email tomorrow. We need more leaders standing up for human rights and less leaders blaming the poor for being poor and the homeless for being homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless, that's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no money to get you off of the streets. They ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless, that's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a mansion. Live in a mansion. Why don't you? Why don't you, David? Just live in a mansion, would you? How's it going? You guys having a good New Year? Well, I hope in your next lifetime do you get to end homelessness? I hope you end homelessness in this lifetime. How about that? That'd be good. Something to work on. I hope you guys are having a good night. Hey, could you turn that chair over and make sure nobody can sit in it? That's the way they like it here in Santa Monica. Make sure that chair is unsittable. I have to point this out because it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's not their fault, but they have to turn that chair over so nobody can sit on it and get comfortable in the middle of the night. It's just the way they like to do things here in Santa Monica. We just don't want anybody to get too comfortable unless you're rich. If you're rich, you can get comfortable. We'll make you very comfortable. Oh boy, we'll take care of everything you need. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But if you're poor, you better be moving on down the road because we're going to make it hotter for you. We're going to make it more uncomfortable for you. That's what we like to do here in Santa Monica. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to start the year off like that, but that's the way this day was, trying to get statistics about the homeless situation here in Santa Monica. They just want to make it hard for people, and it gets me a little rankled. Gets me a little rankled in the ankle, you know what I mean? Too many people saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. Where was I? Where was I? Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you, no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. You gotta live on a yacht. Why don't you? All the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. Don't be poor and homeless, yeah. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. I know I said that before, but all the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people. Just be rich. That's right. That'll get you. A lot of people say to me, they say these homeless people just need to get a job. That's what they need to do. They need to get a job. You know, even if they had a full-time job working minimum wage, they still wouldn't be able to get an apartment here in Southern California, especially here in Santa Monica. Come on. You need 3 months rent, and you need all the stuff to move in. Come on. Let's be serious. If you're working a full-time minimum wage job, you just ain't gonna be able to have a place to live in Southern California, especially if you've fallen on hard times and you don't have anything in savings. And that's what that happens to a lot of people. We know a lot of people in this country are living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of older people are living on their Social Security and such. I'm doing that. I'm old, you know what I mean? So I'm getting the Social Security and a little bit of that actor's equity pension. You know, I think I get $100 or something like that. That's a pretty good a month. But you know, so I'm making about $12,000 a year. So on about $12,000 a year, I don't know too many places I'm going to end up living that aren't subsidized by the government. And no, I'm not going to get another job. I have a job trying to help the poor people have the basics in this country, in this richest, most powerful country in the world. I think that'll be my job till the end of my days, just working on that. If I decide I want to do something else, maybe write some music, I'll write some music like all of my other music that doesn't make any money and never really was intended to. I think the poor people should have a right to survive in this country. I don't think everything should have to be done just to struggle to survive in this country. No, I think we can do better than that. This is the richest, most powerful country in the world, and we're having more and more jobs go to artificial intelligence and robots. And we're going to have to find a way for human beings to be able to survive, even if they're not working a 40-hour job for the man, you know? Even if they're not towing the line that other people want them to tow. We need to stand up for the rights of people to survive and thrive. Even if they got some problems, you know, a lot of people say these people all got problems. They're mentally ill or they're drug addicts, that's what they say. You know, even if somebody has a substance abuse disorder or if they have a mental illness, they have rights in this country. And the worst thing that we can do to these people that have mental illnesses and substance abuse disorders is to make them struggle to survive on the streets and criminalize homelessness, as we have done here in California and all over the country. We need to stand up for the rights of human beings. And there's a hole in my cup. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a hole in my cup where my drink keeps leaking through. There's a hole in my cup. Somebody ought to fix it. Keep me from spending sweet loving time with you. And there's a hole in my cup. I don't know how it got there, but there's a hole in my cup where my time keeps slipping through. There's a hole in my cup. I better try to fix it. It's keeping me from doing the things I want to do. I wanted to feed the hungry people. I wanted to rid the world of war. I wanted to find a cure for all kind of sickness, and death would be no more. But there's a hole in my cup. It's causing me distraction. There's a hole in my cup where my life keeps slipping through. There's a hole in my cup. Can't get no satisfaction. Better leave the bottle. Let me see what I can do. I wanted to feed the hungry people. I wanted to rid the world of war. I wanted to find a cure for all kind of sickness, and death would be no more. But there's a hole in my cup. It always looks near empty. There's a hole in my cup where my drink keeps leaking through. There's a hole in my cup. Somebody, won't you help me? Bring another bottle and let me see what I can do. There's a hole in my cup. That's right. So we got to keep helping lift people up. You know, life's going to be hard for some people. Life is not always easy. Life is not always a joy. Life can be a struggle for a lot of people, and everybody goes through tragedy in this world, in this life. Everybody has struggles. Everybody has times of grief and sadness. So we need to keep helping people, helping lift people up. We have to keep lifting each other up. That's the beautiful thing about this country, our Constitution. Our Constitution says that we're working towards a more perfect union. We're working to make things better for human beings here in the United States of America. That's what our goal is. It's written out there on that Constitution. Our goal, these are our goals. This is our mission statement. This is what we want to achieve here in this world. We want to achieve a more perfect union. We want to establish justice. We want to ensure domestic tranquility. Come on, that's a big idea. Domestic tranquility, come on. If you're not, everybody says we don't need a nanny state. Well, if you want to work towards domestic tranquility, you want to help people. Work for the common defense for everybody, defending everybody. That means the poor people, keeping them from being abused by the rich people. Keep the people that have been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. Keep those people from being abused and give them a pathway to citizenship. And work for the general welfare. It's right there in the Constitution. The general welfare. Not just making things better for the rich and powerful. They're doing fine. You know, today was another record-breaking day on Wall Street. That's right. Record-breaking days on Wall Street. The rich people are doing better and better and better and better, and the poor people are sleeping in the streets. We can do better than that. We need to raise taxes on the rich. 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 Oh, I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one. And one that we need to teach all of our leaders. We need to tell them, hey, you guys, you got to raise, those rich people are doing just fine. They don't need any more help. Our Constitution says we're working towards the general welfare for everybody, not just the rich and the powerful. They're doing just fine. We need to help lift the people that are struggling up. That's why we have to tell our leaders that everybody should have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. Another record-breaking day on Wall Street, and more homeless people died in the streets. You know, the life expectancy for a person living in the streets is around 50 years old. The life expectancy for just someone living indoors. I'm not talking about rich people indoors. I'm talking about if you get to live indoors in a home, in an apartment, you've got a chance of living 20 extra years just because you have a place to live. So when you condemn people to living in the streets, you're condemning people to an early death. I ain't making it up. It's just statistics. So we need to raise the taxes on the rich. Right here in California, we don't have to wait for the federal government here in California. We can raise the taxes on the billionaires right here. We say, we need to raise your taxes. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. They're trying to make it that way, but wait. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing cheating lines on the edge. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some warmongering son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Let's try that verse again. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in the bottom of a ditch. Then be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more. Let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's on his way to becoming our first trillionaire. That's the last thing we need in this world is a trillionaire. What we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right, so we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage or that they can get some basic income for working on their own kind of stuff. That'd be good too.
I'm gonna go and get this checked out.
All right, good to see you, Joey. Peace. You want to say anything?
No, not tonight.
All right, you have a good night. Peace.
I'll text
You be careful.
I will.
So where was I? Oh, yeah. So what we need to do is just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. And then we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go, go, go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the bear than try to invade another country somewhere. Rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. That last line could use a little work. How you doing? Good to see you. What's your name again? Jesse? Wade, good to see you, Jesse. Peace. How are things going? You know, things are going all right? Nobody's bothering you too much? Good to hear, Jesse. We need to keep standing up for the rights of people. And we need to raise the taxes on the rich to make sure that everybody can have the basics. You know, in his speech in 1944, the great President Franklin Delano Roosevelt gave a speech called The Second Bill of Rights. You can watch that speech on YouTube today. You can watch that speech, and in that speech, I'm getting a little warm. I'm getting a little warmed up here, you know what I'm saying? I guess you do. I mean, everybody knows what getting warm is, unless you're someplace really, really, really cold. In 1944, the great president, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, gave a speech called The Second Bill of Rights. And as I said, you can see it on YouTube today. You can watch it. In this speech, though, he said, "It is time for a second Bill of Rights, where every American has the right to a decent place to live." That was 1944, folks. Every American has the right to a job that pays a living wage. Every American has the right to health care. In 1944, he gave that speech. Every American has the right to a good education. And of course, he was talking about a public education. Every American has the right to a good public education. Shouldn't have to depend on anybody to send your kids through school. Shouldn't have to wait for the benevolent rich guy to come by and say, "Here, let me give your kid a few $100s and get him through school." No, we should have good public schools, and our government should be making sure that those schools work for the children, that they help lift people out of poverty and help lift children up and help be the great equalizer, help lift everybody up so they all get a basic good start. There are too many places in our country, right here in Santa Monica and around here, where we have well-funded schools because we have rich people in certain areas, and we have slums and ghettos where poor kids are going to underfunded schools, and they're dropping out. About a quarter of the student population in some of these schools are dropping out. And that's the wrong way to go. Here in California, we need to spend a lot more money on public education. We're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world, or the fifth. We may have dropped to 5, but we're still right up there. The fifth largest economy in the whole wide world, and we're ranked 21st in spending on public education. That ain't the way it should be. We should be right up at the top of the list for spending on public education, and make sure that we provide enough for those kids in the low-income area schools. Keep spending money on those low-income area schools, on services and programs for those schools, until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know you have done enough. When the rich people say, "I want to send my kids to that inner city school," then you will know we have done enough. But until then, we have to keep spending more money. And we shouldn't depend on some benevolent. I was talking with a friend today, and he said, well, instead of forcing the rich people to pay, you should be inspiring them to want to help the poor. And I said, no, this is the United States of America. We don't have to ask rich people to participate in and take part in our democracy. We need to tell people our Congress is supposed to raise taxes for the general welfare of this country. So we need to have our Congress stand up and raise the taxes. They need to raise taxes right here in Santa Monica to make sure that people can have a decent place to live. We need all of our leaders to stand up and do their job and not wait for somebody to say, oh, I feel bad, I'm making so much money. Here, take a little bit, sprinkle it around to the poor. And that's the program that Santa Monica has been doing Oh, we'll build a lot of rich people's housing, and then maybe it'll benefit the poor in somehow. We've all seen how that trickle-down economics goes. That trickle-down economics only gets a little fluid on the back of your heads, and we ain't so sure what that fluid is. So we need to tell the rich to pay their fair share and make sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. I'm playing all originals tonight because I like to remember some of the songs that I've written sometimes. And sometimes I like to forget some of the songs I've written. I know we weren't made to fly, but we can try. Yes, we can try. I know we weren't made to fly, but if we try, someday we'll fly high above the clouds, and we will sing out loud with joy. Oh, 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 yeah. I know we weren't made to fly, but if we try, someday we'll fly. I know we weren't made to love, but we can try. Yes, we can try. I know we weren't made to love, but if we try, someday we'll love. We'll lift each other up and share each other's pain and joy. Oh, 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 yeah. I know we weren't made to love, but if we try, someday we'll love. How you doing? Good to see you. Peace. Someday we'll fly high above the clouds, and we will sing out loud with joy. Oh, 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 yeah. I know we weren't made for peace, but we can try. Yes, we can try. I know we weren't made for peace, but if we try, someday we'll have peace. We'll bring an end to war and give each other more joy. I know we weren't made for peace, but if we try, someday we'll have peace. I know we were made to fly. Thank you. How are you doing?
Hanging in there, brother.
All right, good to hear.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Wonderful. My name's Wade.
Wait, I'm Steven.
Steven, nice to meet you. You want to say hi to the people on the TV?
You're on TV?
On the YouTube TV channel.
Hey, everybody. I'm a Wisconsinite in California.
He's Steve, right?
Steven, yes.
Steven in California, from Wisconsin. And how are you doing here in Wisconsin? Are you housed?
No, I'm like everybody else. I just got out of the hospital. I was in the rain last night. My battery was dead. Couldn't plug it in. There's nobody here that will allow you to plug this in to charge.
Nobody will allow him to plug his wheelchair in here.
I had a dead battery last night. I was soaked in rain. I ended up in the hospital today. I just got out. Here's the bag.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
That's okay.
I hope things get better for you here in California. That's what I stand out here and I talk to people about standing up for human rights.
Exactly.
And trying to make sure that everybody can have the basics. You know, it's not too much to ask for you to. You see all these lights here? We got all these lights here. I wonder how much money they're spending on lights here in Santa Monica. And poor people can't charge their phones. They can't charge their wheelchairs. It is just a shame.
It is.
And I hope you're getting so
I'm here
the hospital went okay? They helped you?
They tried to say I was nuts.
Okay. Well, they're likely to do that most of the
They
time.
found out different. I'm not. They're like,
And everybody deserves help, whether they have mental disabilities or not.
exactly.
So, but they wanted to get you in certain programs. Huh?
We tried. No. I
What,
just got I'm on a search. I'm out here for arthritis
Uh-huh.
because Wisconsin is cold
Oh yeah.
and I can't.
Even a night like this is nice
Yes,
when you're from Wisconsin.
exactly.
Now, somebody may tell you to quit smoking on the promenade.
I'm trying.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, we need to make it. We need to work to make it better for people, and I hope. Do you know where you're going to stay tonight, or
I
did
gotta
they give you a blanket or something? You're going to be warm?
I'll find a spot.
Well, I hope so. I'm sorry. The problem is Santa Monica don't have no shelters that you can go to tonight. I can't send Stephen to a shelter and say, you go over to this shelter and you can sleep there for the night. You'll be warm. And there need to be a lot more places where people can go and find a place to sleep. A cheap place to sleep, even if they're just coming into town, trying to get away from the cold somewhere.
Sir, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
You do Roy Orbison?
I do, but tonight I'm just doing original songs. I'm trying to remember my original songs. I'll play that for you another night. But some nights I hope I see you here again, Stephen. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm planting my roots here because I like to feel my hands already.
Oh, good. He's planting his roots here in Santa Monica because it helps his arthritis, and I think that's as good a reason as any for people to move to Santa Monica. And I hope you can find some good situation here.
It'll work. He's guiding me.
All right.
And you're,
My name is Wade.
wait, he brought me to you. I heard your music.
Why, thank you. Thank you very much. You have a great night. Peace and love. Love.
Pull over here and I want to hear you sing.
All right. Well, I'll play a few more songs and I'll keep talking as well. Thank you, Stephen. That's the thing. We can't fix every problem in this whole world, in this whole country, but we can help people have the basics, and we can build a lot more affordable housing. I mean, if there was a lot more affordable housing, then it wouldn't be so bad that people use all these apartments and houses to make a big profit with Airbnb, or that we have so many tourist places for the very wealthy here in Santa Monica, and the poor people can't even find a motel or a hotel. We can do better. We can make sure that everybody has the basics. Right here, we're right next to our public beaches, 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. We have to keep working to integrate our society. We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten to equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Santa Monica is making a very nice profit off of our public beaches. They're going to have a big rock concert out here next year and make a lot of money off of that. Where's the affordable housing, Santa Monica? Where is your effort to help end this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis? You're supposed to be a progressive city, Santa Monica. We need to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives and help lift people out of poverty and make sure that everybody has the basics. Right next to our public beaches, ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got thought into my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face, I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. Ain't got no seasons, don't have no reason to need no freezing rain. I got the surf and the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gone, Juliet and Mama gone, Juliet and Mama gone. Rock and roll, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right, 800 miles of public beaches. And we're making it harder and harder for people to just survive during this housing crisis. They're putting people in jail for having tents. I was watching Santa Monica up close on the YouTube the other day, and the police were telling this guy, if you don't leave your tent, we're going to arrest you. And he said, they just came and cleaned up around my tent yesterday. There's no trash around here. Everything's fine. I just have a tent here. I'm trying to survive. There's no place for me to go. There aren't any shelters that are open to me. I've asked everybody about getting housing. There's no housing. And they said, well, if you don't leave your tent and move on, we're going to arrest you. And so he said, go ahead and arrest me. And they took him away. And they took his tent and I don't know what all they threw away, but they've been telling people they have to put all their belongings in a 60-gallon bag and move down the road so they can clean up, and they take their tents and they throw them away. They're just treating these poor people like animals. They're treating them worse than animals. They're treating them inhumanely, and we all have to speak up for the rights of these homeless human beings and tell them to build affordable housing. Have a good night, Stephen. Nice to meet you. Because we don't have to live like this. We can build affordable housing. We could end this housing crisis tomorrow. We could end it tomorrow. There are enough empty buildings right here on this promenade to house hundreds of people. That's right here on this promenade, you could house hundreds of people with the empty buildings on this promenade. Not to mention the rest of the empty buildings around Santa Monica and Los Angeles County and California. If our leaders were serious about ending this housing crisis, they could do it tomorrow. Instead, they want to punish poor people for being poor and homeless people for being homeless. And that is a shame. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth? How much does a rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? That's right. How much does a person have to earn every day for their life to be worth something? How much is enough? How much is enough to say, okay, I've done enough today. Can I survive without being criminalized, or without being punished, or without being put down because I'm not working hard enough? I don't have enough. The guy must not be working hard enough, or he'd have a decent place to live and food to eat and health care and all the things that a good home and a car and everything that you're supposed to. He's just not doing. This woman is not doing enough. They must be mentally ill or on the drugs. That's what people say every day. These people don't have it. They haven't worked hard enough. I hear people saying, well, I work a job, full-time job, and I'm struggling all the time, and these people are sleeping in the streets. They shouldn't get to do that. Well, I'm sure they didn't plan it that way. That wasn't their plan, to end up sleeping in the streets. But people go through things in life, and people come up on hard times. Some people are born into hard times. Some people are born with a silver spoon in their mouth and never see a hard day, as far as financial things go. But some people have to struggle from the very beginning. And we need to help those people. We need to help lift them up. Make sure that everybody can have the basics. Because there's no reason other than just making it harder on human beings to survive. We have more and more jobs going to artificial intelligence and autonomous cars and robots and all of the such. They just broke another record on Wall Street today. They're making money, folks. Everybody's making plenty. The rich are doing just better than ever. No reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets. We have everything we need. We just need to learn to share it a little better. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive? How hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful, most abundant country on the face of the earth? How much does a rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? Tell me, when will we see the end of the day? When will we see the end of the day? When human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? That's right. How hard should it have to be for human beings in this richest, most powerful country in the world? We're not trying to make it harder. That's the thing. Here in this country, we're supposed to be trying to make it easier and better for human beings. We're supposed to be lifting people up and working towards a more perfect union, domestic tranquility, the general welfare. We're supposed to be making life better, and throughout the history of our country, our government at its best has stood up to bullies and made things better for those that are being oppressed. And we need to continue to do that now. We need to tell our leaders, listen, leaders, you need to stand up against those bullies, those rich people, those billionaires who don't want poor people to have the basics, a decent place to live, food to eat, and health care, good public education. We need to stand up against those people and say, no, we need to raise your taxes. Raise taxes on the rich. 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 Thank you. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. Raise taxes on the rich. Oh, I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one, and one that we need to teach our leaders, our public servants, until we have the basics for everybody in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. That ain't too much to ask. No, not here in the United States of America. There's no reason why poor people should be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. Now, my brother, he one time he said to me, Wade, after I become a movie star, I'm gonna go to Hollywood and I'm gonna drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now, that, I said, brother, that's a song. He said, yeah, but that may be too much to ask for most people, but it's not too much to ask for a decent place to live, food to eat, and health care, and a good public education in the richest country in the whole wide world. I have a dream, gonna move to Hollywood, make movies with my brother, yeah, I will be real good, yeah. We'll live in a mansion, and we'll have lots of money. Folks will see me on the silver screen and think I'm really funny, yeah. And if I do real good, I'll drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask, ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much, that ain't too much, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. Then I'll get married to a pretty girl who's 29. We'll have lots of children and raise them where the air is fine. Yeah, yeah. The girls will be pretty and the boys, they will be big and strong. When they get older, they all will help me sing my song. Yeah, yeah. And if I do real good, I try to pin a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. And if I do real good, I drive up in a Porsche and buy me a Dairy Queen. Now that ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask. That ain't too much. That ain't too much. No, no, I said it ain't. That ain't too much. That ain't too much to ask. That's right. That might be a little too much to ask. To drive it, for everybody to drive up in a Porsche and buy a Dairy Queen, that might be a little too much to ask. But for everybody to have the basics, a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education, that ain't too much to ask here in the richest, most powerful country in the world. Because we live in the land of milk and honey, there's plenty and plenty, plenty of plenty. We have the most of everything. It's just amazing to me that so many people do without. So many people have, well, so few people have so much. How so few people have everything they want in the world. And so many people in this country are doing without the basics. We can do better. We can spread love around a little better. We'll come through. We'll come through. A better day is on its way for me and you. And we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Any day, skies of gray will turn blue, and we'll come through. I know times are bad, and I know people are suffering, and so many loved ones are sad. But we'll come through. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh, yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. Any day turn blue. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. We'll come through. We will come through. Oh yes, we will. We'll come through. We'll come through. Oh, we'll come through. That's right. We got to keep moving forward. Keep working towards a better day. We haven't gotten there yet. We haven't given up. Haven't given up yet. That's right. We got to keep moving forward. Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, or a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. That was John Lewis, and he was talking about peaceful protesting and standing up and speaking out for human rights, because that's what he did with Martin Luther King Jr. and all of those other human beings in that civil rights movement, and how they made a lot of great positive change in this country through peaceful protest. And I hope you all get out and peacefully protest and don't use any violence to get your points across. Stand up for human rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, and do it peacefully. We don't need to celebrate any assassins or talk about anybody's death. We need to talk about standing up for human rights. And learn from those people that stood up for human rights and peacefully protested in the past and made positive change in this country. Because we haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. There'll be tears you'll cry, and your troubles won't be few. There'll be sunny days, and you'll have some good laughs too. So put a song in your heart, walk on down that road. There'll be lonely times when you will not find a friend. You'll feel a lover's kiss, and then the kiss and time will end. So put a song in your heart and walk on down that road. You see the road ahead has so many turns. You'll never see what's coming just around the bend. There'll be lots of bumps along the way. Just take a step at a time till you get to the end. There'll be those who say that you were born to lose. You'll be on top of the world one day, and then the next you'll sing the blues. So put a song in your heart, walk on down that road. You see the road ahead has so many turns. You'll never see what's coming just around the bend. Take your peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless.
I like what you're saying.
I thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We agree.
Why, thank you.
Everyone should be able to speak their piece.
Everybody should be able to speak here in the United States. That's what we do. Spread the peace and speak your mind. The First Amendment of our Constitution is something we need to celebrate every day.
And there's not enough people standing up for that.
That's right. And we need to stand up for human rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all every day. And because we haven't done it here, and now we're criminalizing homelessness here.
What do you think is going to happen when? So I'm a millennial.
Uh-huh.
And I'm seeing a lot of the.
You want to say hello? What's
Sure.
your name?
Kyle.
Kyle Wade. Nice to meet you.
I'm seeing a lot of the new kids
Uh-huh.
softer than we are.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Softer than you are, or softer than I am.
Wait, so I'm
I'm a boomer. Okay, boomer.
So I'm a millennial.
Uh-huh.
Softer than the boomers. We don't have as much of a aggressive view. We're not we're not as aggressive about our standpoints.
Uh-huh.
And I'm concerned about what's going to happen to the new generation when they don't have the balls to stand up for what they believe in.
Well, I say get involved.
We do.
Millennials
do.
Josh, what did you say?
Kyle.
Kyle and Colleen. Kyle and Colleen.
What's going to happen when they're too afraid to like show up and say what they think?
You stand up.
Yeah, but
you stand up, Kyle.
We're almost 30, man.
That's all right.
What's gonna happen when the kids?
I'm 66 years old, and I'm out here on the promenade speaking up for human rights, the rights of homeless human beings right here in Santa Monica, telling our government right here in Santa Monica we need to stand up for human rights right here. Where do you live?
We're local.
Get involved right here in Santa Monica.
We do. We're business owners. My
But you
point,
can get involved in government,
I'm
is
with
my
you.
point.
I'm with you. We do.
You want to get on the Measure GS Resident Oversight Committee? Oversee this Measure GS fund?
Our intention is to back who we believe in.
I mean, do you want to get on this committee? I could get you an application for this committee.
Sure thing. I'm gonna vaguely, because we're online.
All right, listen. Send me an email.
I have to.
I hope you get involved because I ran for Santa Monica City Council last year. Yeah, I don't know if you voted for me. They had me listed as guitar guy because I couldn't be listed as a peaceful protester, peaceful promenade protester. You can't have that on a listing. Anyway, and I only got a couple thousand votes, and you know they spent over $500,000 on the campaign for the Santa Monica City Council last year?
I've been seeing the signs.
Okay, I spent zero, and I said any money that's given to me, I'm donating to the homeless because they need it more than a campaign. So you can run for office too, and get involved, and then you'll be showing these younger people how to overcome it. And I have to admit, I was doing my own thing until I came out here playing on the promenade, and I saw the way they've been treating the homeless people. See those chairs, the way they lock them up so that nobody can sit on them during the night? Specifically, that's why they do that. They don't want to see any poor people and homeless people around here.
Do you have any advice for the younger generations who are afraid to stand up because they're going to get shut down?
Yes, get involved and speak out. I hope you
I think that's,
get out here on this public promenade.
Yeah.
Get out here on this public promenade and just speak your mind. It's very difficult
sadly,
at first.
As I respected your boomer, I would tell my grandpa the same thing because I'm not close with him.
Uh-huh.
That's not enough.
What do you mean?
It's not enough. It's not enough to say, come out here and bring a microphone, because these kids look at you like you're crazy.
Okay, but what are you saying? It's not enough to get involved?
It's not enough to come out here with a microphone and spread your personal message anymore.
If you get involved in government, you're helping change things. And you're not going to change everything in your local government. I'm not going to, if I have any impact here on what we do in Santa Monica, that's not going to change everything around the world, but it can help change things right here. And therefore, you can be lifting up and showing people what human rights really looks like, and you can be speaking. And first of all, you're using your First Amendment right, which every time you use your First Amendment right, that makes it stronger for everybody who uses it.
Amen.
All right?
No, she's
Good to
looking
meet you,
she's
Kyle.
looking at me like, let's leave, and I'm
I
like,
understand.
No, but this is why
this is good.
I'm
but
a
every time you
patriot. Yeah.
every time you exercise your First Amendment rights, you're doing something very important in
Damn
this
right.
country.
That's why I stood here and talked to you.
Okay, thank
I
you.
do believe that. I don't think it's as simple as
Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here, and that's what we're taking part in.
as much as I don't want to be on camera for that, he's right.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
You keep getting involved, and I hope I encouraged you to get involved.
What party do you lean towards?
I lean towards the party that lifts people out of poverty. I lean towards Franklin Delano Roosevelt started a little thing called Social Security. I'm getting it right now, folks. And that's, programs that help lift people up and raise taxes on the rich. When we can raise taxes on the rich and lift people up, that's the party I'm for. And usually it's the Democratic Party. And we'll see how Mamdani does in New York. I hope he can help. Huh? I talk about him often. He's asking about Governor Newsom. Governor Newsom was behind the ruling of Grants. Look up Grants Pass versus Johnson, okay? Supreme Court. Our Governor Newsom asked the Supreme Court, I need more power to clean up the streets, so you got to give me some power to criminalize homelessness. He actually asked Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court to give him that, to pass that ruling. And therefore, that's why they're tearing down all the encampments without building enough affordable housing. We could end this housing crisis tomorrow. Look at all these empty buildings. They're everywhere.
I see them everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Every fucking
It's just greed,
And
and
then-
it's just trying to push poor people down and control society.
How many followers? You have a lot.
I got 2 right now, maybe 1. But
Well-
sometimes I have thousands, and sometimes I
It's
have
not about
hundreds over
that.
the
I
night.
think your message is strong enough
But
let me just say one thing. We're doing just better from our day jobs than the average person. And me and her, we work our ass off to do
I
it.
understand.
And we're frustrated.
I understand, and so many people are. And you're
And
frustrated that the homeless people
I'm
are.
concerned that there's not enough people like, I'm not on camera. There's not enough people like her and I. She's 30, I'm 29. I'm fucking concerned that there aren't people like you in my generation who have the balls to even talk about it, because we're scared that social media could shut people down. They could fucking ruin people's lives. We've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's becoming a country of like, don't say too much, because what if you want to be famous? What if you want to be a star? What if you want to be a singer? Well, then you're on camera and you're talking and you fuck that up. That's a scary place to live.
It can happen, but think of all the people that have made positive change in this country,
Yeah.
and then
A lot of
they
them-
suffered a lot more.
A lot of them were broke. A lot of people who made change didn't have anything.
Exactly. And I'm not saying you have to
And
do all
become,
of that,
but it's
you
become a
can get
country
involved.
where it's become a country.
But there are people like Martin Luther King who gave a lot.
And
he gave about as much as you can
he
give.
gave his life.
Exactly, and he made positive change in this country.
he-
And so we need to learn from these people. And John Lewis, who I was talking about earlier. And
Not only
Yeah.
was Martin Luther King Jr. killed, but his family was killed.
what do you mean?
His dad was assassinated. He was assassinated.
I did not know this. I will look that up. Well, pleasure to meet you, Kyle.
Pleasure
I
to
hope
meet
you
you.
get involved. Colleen, nice to meet you, and I hope you
So last
keep
thing,
lifting each other.
One
Keep
more thing,
lifting
because
each other up.
I
That's
did
important too.
stop, and I was on camera. One more thing. If you had one thing to say to millennials and Gen Z, who are too afraid to make a message to their what would you call it?
Significant others? No, they're friends.
Their friends.
Uh-huh.
Let's say tomorrow you're gone.
Uh-huh.
What would you leave behind for the next generation who's afraid to say anything to the government or anything to anyone who wants to stand up and make things better.
Gotta dance. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on. No, you gotta jump up and get involved. Everybody needs to jump up, use your energy for something. You don't just need to use your energy to make the moolah. Come on, use your energy to help lift people up and keep moving us forward, keep working towards integrating our society, and get involved right here in Santa Monica. You can do that. You can do that. I hope you guys find some young people that you enjoy being around and get together, get involved with some of these programs because we need people to stand up.
You're gonna see, sadly, not enough young people care, and they're too afraid.
And not enough old people care either. That's how we got to where we are.
Sir,
you can call me Wade.
Wade, I actually
You can look me up if you want and send me an email.
I actually do come from a pretty wealthy family.
That's fine.
No, but I'm the black sheep. I'm not entitled to that. I've done it on my own.
Right.
I just want to say, not enough care. It's gonna get really murky. I believe in you. That's what I'm saying. I want you to push. I want you to push these kids who don't come from that. Because I believe that we can
get involved. Then I'd like to see you get involved.
I do. We started a business, and I do intend to get involved.
But these kids broke records on Wall Street again today. Rich people are doing better than everything.
It's just sad to see it like.
And we got rich people's toys taking over more and more, and we're going to have to stand up for the right of human beings to have the basics, because more of the jobs are going to be going to the robots and the artificial intelligentsia, no doubt about it. We're going to have some basic income. We got rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the government are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys.
Been saying that.
On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. So we can do better by human beings. Tell your friends, get involved, stand up. Come stop by and say hi to me again. Let me know that you're getting involved.
You're doing great, but the friends don't care.
I know.
You want to make a real difference.
Don't bring those up. Nobody cares. I'm
Sir.
talking at the wind. I'm yelling at the moon, but it still means something.
This is where it matters. Because you have a great message. He stopped. I stopped.
Exactly.
You fucking have a voice.
Thank you. I
But
hope you get involved.
I talk to people all day who are my age or younger, and they don't fucking care.
That's fine.
So you
keep getting.
How does it come from me and him? Because we're in our 30s. I'm 29. He's over 30. How do people care?
Every once in a while, somebody does.
It's not enough.
And we keep moving forward. Don't give up. Like John Lewis said, do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, of a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. John Lewis was with the civil rights movement with Martin Luther King Jr., and he was also a congressman.
Can you cut that off?
Congressman?
Can you cut that off so we can really talk?
No, I'm doing, this is what I'm doing.
Okay, we gotta go.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Thank you.
Peace.
It's sad 'cause
Can I help you?
Yeah, me.
Yes.
I'm well, at the working both.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm at the working.
You getting things okay?
What goes to work is the working both, that's get down here.
Well, I'm glad to see you again. You got a guitar these days?
I'm a cool.
You're okay.
I'm in the store.
Well, I'm getting ready to head out pretty soon. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're getting by all right, and you keep them warm enough. You keep them warm enough. You're looking healthy. You're looking healthier than I've seen you in a while. I think you're doing pretty well. Good to see you. What? I'm playing my tunes tonight. All my tunes, or a lot of my tunes. I'll play a couple more, and then I'll be calling it a night. I started to play this one. Anyway, you can't let it get you down that nobody's listening to you, because, hey, that's what I've been doing for years. Nobody listens to me, and I keep speaking out, and maybe I'll make some positive change, and if I don't, excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And there was dancing and singing, ringing the bells, and lovers rolling round on the lawn. But then I woke up, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, get to work, boy, ain't nothing for free. Hey, where's my party going on? Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And there was laughing and acting the fool, and everybody dancing till dawn. But then a bright light flashed, and what did I see? A big old dude with a badge shining his light down on me, saying, the party's over, boy, someplace you want to be? Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright, I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And they were dancing and singing, ringing the bells, and everybody going till dawn. But then I woke up, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, we ain't having no fun, boy, why should you be? Hey, where's my party going on? Sometimes I think maybe they're alright, I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right round the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously, I thought there was a party going on. And there was dancing and ringing bells, and everybody going till dawn. But then I walked through the fog, and what did I see? A big old bony-fingered dude pointing down at me, saying, the party's over, boy, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said, the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said, the party's over, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? Woo! That's about what it is. Now, some people focus on the things that we can't get done, but we need to focus on the things we can change, the positive change that we can bring to this country, this government that we have. We need to focus right here in Santa Monica on making sure that human beings can have the basics. That ain't too much to ask. Part of me wants to say goodbye, part of me wants to see you cry, part of me wants us both to try again. Part of me just singing this song. Part of me wants to feel your touch, part of me wants to care too much, part of me wants to rhyme with uch and then. Part Part of me thinks something is wrong with my brain. I can't understand all the things that go through my head. Somebody give me something to do with my hands and take some weight off my thinking glands. Somebody give me some words to put into my mouth. Let my verbal selector go south. Thanks. You'll be the broker of my memory banks. Part of me wants to see your face. Part of me wants to just erase. Part of me wants to fly through space and then, part of me already has. Part of me wants to feel your touch. Part of me wants to care too much. Part of me wants to rhyme with uch and then. Part of me thinks something is wrong with my brain. I can't understand all the things that go through my head. Somebody give me something to do with my hands and take some weight off my thinking glands. Somebody give me some words to put into my mouth. Let my verbal selector go south. Thanks. You be the broker of my memory banks. Part of me wants to say goodbye. Part of me wants to see you cry. Part of me wants us both to try again. Part of me just singing this song, singing this song, yeah. Just going do 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 do, singing this song, yeah. Just going do da 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 da. Just singing this song. That's right, we got to enjoy it. Enjoy it while we're speaking out for human rights, for justice, for equal opportunity for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws. Oh, I haven't played one of those this year yet. I sure would like to see this be the year where we have more common sense gun laws in the USA. That'd be fantastic. We need to keep speaking out for that. Have you killed a gun today? Have you sent a gun away? Have you helped to solve a crime before it's done? See, the gun won't even mind. It's not part of humankind. Everyone should kill a gun. Have you killed a gun today? Have you put a gun away? Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Have you killed a gun today? Have you put a gun away? Have you ended it before its deadly run? See, the gun won't feel no pain. It doesn't even have a brain. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. Now you know I'm not a fool. I know guns are just a tool, but these deadly tools have been ruling us too long. We're in the middle of a war. The enemy's inside our door. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. It really pisses off the NRA. Guns don't feel, they don't bleed, they don't cry. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun today. There's more guns than people in the US of A. Guns don't feel, they don't laugh, they don't love. Everyone should kill a gun. Everyone should kill a gun. So we'll keep working towards a better day, keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Don't let anybody tell you different. We can make sure that everybody has a decent life in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Tell your leaders, your public servants. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road, and I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. Somewhere on a winter's morning, you will see my face as I come down the road, and you'll know that it is me by the smile that comes to your heart. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave all our sorrows behind, and in time we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. And the world will be much better then. We'll leave all our sorrows behind, and in time we'll be the best of friends. Who cares for the past? Never you mind. Somewhere on a winter's morning, I will see your face as you come down the road, and I'll know that it is you by the smile that comes to my heart. Peace and love.